Riccardo, what can you do for the veteran community?
Okay, two parts of that question. First of all, we clean the public servants out of the Department of Veterans Affairs, and we clean out those pumped-up imposters. These are former serving officers, whom I know personally, and I wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire, because they're just there to, in my opinion, earn a stipend, because they're unemployable elsewhere. So clean out the leadership and clean out the public service who know nothing about what's going on. We replace the decision makers with veterans with hands-on experience of the issues, and so they can navigate the bad laws to make sure the veterans get what they require. That's point number one. Point number two, I've said it before, and here's your problem. There are some that aren't crazy enough, there are some that are too crazy, and then there's the Goldilocks sweet spot where you're just crazy enough for the system to handle you. Well, we've got to open up the system to get everybody. There's the preventative work beforehand, and then there's the support during an operation, and then there's the support after they depart. And that process has to be taken care of. Now, there are processes and there are organisations out there. One that we'll be working closely with has a 90% success rate of getting the vets off the medication and back into work. You see, the psychiatric industry, like the legal profession, isn't what it purports to be. It's full of psychos that love pumping stuff in their kids. They're like Dr. Mengele. Let's try this stuff. Let's try that stuff. Let's dope you up.
Yeah, doctors of medicine.
So the psychiatric profession specifically, and with its work with veterans, needs to use my classics phrase, we need a bottle of Drano and a wire brush to clean out the nut jobs that run that. And this is directly from the vets themselves. They don't get the support they need. They don't get the support they want. It's just bundle them away. Now, the Department of Veterans Affairs is off to one side from the Department of Defence. So pusillanimous pipsqueaks like Angus Campbell have nothing to do with the Department of Veterans Affairs, because that's too hard, because he's a great warrior, a great leader, a bemedalled hero. Well, we're going to put the Department of Veterans Affairs under the Department of Defence. You break it, you fix it. So those two parts. One is to make sure that we clean out the actual people making the decisions, because the people in there are patently incompetent. And two, we make sure we get this whole of life treatment for the soldiers, sailors and airmen, and make sure that they get that from start to finish. That includes fixing the psychiatric profession. And the third part to this puzzle is to make sure the Department of Veterans Affairs becomes part of the Department of Defence, and they can start understanding the cost of what they are doing. You see, even after World War I, General Sir Douglas Haig, or Field Marshal Haig, who was responsible for countless deaths on the Western Front, even he spent his retirement raising money for the widows and orphans of the soldiers who died under his command. Not our generals. Oh, no, you're too good for that. You superannuated cowards. You sit there waiting for a potential state governorship or a governor generalship, and you won't open your mouths. So well done, gentlemen. Each and every one of you.
What do they drive, these generals?
Ooh.
Well, that's a good question.
It's a good question. So we're going to clean them out. It's a great question, and yes, we're ready to go.
My dad used to describe doctors as doctors of medicine rather than doctors of healing, for good reason. They just drug you up, as you said.